Good morning, dear students. Let's start our class today about comparatives and superlatives in affirmative sentences. Welcome to our today's lesson on comparative and superlatives. Comparatives and superlatives are forms of adjectives and adverbs used to compare two or more things. Understanding how to form and use them correctly is essential for expressing comparisons and enhancing your communication skill in English. Let's start. What are comparatives and superlatives? Comparatives and superlatives are special forms of adjectives and adverbs used to compare and rank nouns or actions based on their qualities. These adjectives help convey degrees of difference or superiority, enabling clearer and more precise description. Comparative adjectives compare two things, often by adding "er" to the adjective, for example, taller or faster, or by using more, for example, more beautiful or more expensive. Superlative adjectives, on the other hand, compare three or more things and typically add "est", for example, tallest or fastest, or use most, for example, most beautiful or most expensive. There are simple rules for forming comparatives depending on the adjective's length. One-syllable adjectives. Add "er" to the end of the word for short. For example, fast, faster. She runs faster than him. For adjectives of one syllable ending in a consonant vowel consonant, double the last consonant and add "er". For example, big, bigger. His house is bigger than mine. Two-syllable adjectives ending in "y". For adjectives with two syllables that end in "y", change the "y" to "-er". For example, happy, happier. She is happier today. For longer adjectives with two or more syllables, we use more or less before the adjective instead of adding "er". For example, expensive, more expensive. This dress is more expensive than the other one. Some adjectives don't follow the regular rules and have irregular comparative forms. For example, good, better. He is a better player. Bad, worse. This weather is worse than yesterday. Here's a simple table for irregular comparatives. Good, better. Bad, worse. Far, farther or further. Little, less. Much, more. Many, more. All, older or elder. To form comparative sentences in English, add "er" to short adjectives or use more before longer ones. Always follow with than to show comparison. Let's see some examples. She is taller than her sister. Tall, taller. This movie is funnier than the last one. Funny, funnier. This painting is more beautiful than that one. Beautiful, more beautiful. He is a better player than his teammate. Good, better. Today is worse than yesterday. Bad, worse. This road is longer than the previous one. Long, longer. My bag is heavier than yours. Heavy, heavier. The test was easier than I expected. Easy, easier. This book is more interesting than the movie. Interesting, more interesting. He is farther from the goal than anyone else. Far, farther. Superlatives are words we use to show that something has the highest or lowest degree of a quality when comparing three or more things. In other words, a superlative shows that something is the most or least in a group. There are a few easy rules to follow when forming superlatives, depending on the length of the adjective. Number 1. One-syllable adjectives. For short adjectives with one syllable, we usually add est to the end. For example, tall, tallest. Number 2. For adjectives of one syllable ending in a consonant-vowel consonant, double the last consonant and add est. For example, big, biggest. Number 3. Two-syllable adjectives ending in y. For adjectives with two syllables that end in y, we change the y to est. For example, happy, happiest. Look at the other examples. Short, shortest. Fast, fastest. Slow, slowest. Small, smallest. Strong, strongest. Weak, weakest. Sad, saddest. Easy, easiest. Going on with the rules to form superlatives, depending on the length of the adjective, we have these other ones. Number 4. Longer adjectives, 2 or more syllables. For longer adjectives with 2 or more syllables, we use most or least before the adjective. For example, interesting, most interesting. Irregular superlatives. Some adjectives don't follow the regular rules and have irregular superlative forms. For example, good, best. Let's see the other examples. Boring, most boring. Popular, most popular. Comfortable, most comfortable. Important, most important. Difficult, most difficult. Intelligent, most intelligent. Dangerous, most dangerous. Bad, worst, far, farthest. To form superlative sentences in English, add s to short adjectives or use the most before longer ones, always preceded with the to show superiority. Let's see some examples. This is the tallest building in the city. Tall, tallest. She is the smartest student in the class. Smart, smartest. Out of all the cars, this one is the most expensive. Expensive, most expensive. That was the best meal I ever had. Good, best. This is the funniest movie I've seen. Funny, funniest. This is the fastest runner in the race. Fast, fastest. He's the strongest player on the team. Strong, strongest. That was the easiest test I ever taken. Easy, easiest. She is the kindest person I know. Kind, kindest. This puzzle is the hardest one in the book. Hard, hardest. As we've seen, comparative and superlative forms are essential tools for expressing differences and extremes. Use comparatives to highlight contrast between two things. Use superlatives to identify the highest or lowest degree among three or more. These forms enrich our communication, helping us describe, evaluate, and persuade with precision. So keep practicing. Try using these forms in your writing, conversations, and even creative projects. The best way to master them is to use them often. Thanks and see you next time. Okay, now let's put in practice this knowledge about comparatives and superlatives. We are going to do some exercises. Comparative and superlative adjectives help us describe and compare people, places, and things in a more precise way. In these exercises, you will practice forming comparatives and superlatives. All of the sentences you'll work with are affirmative, so the focus will be on expressing positive statements. Get ready to strengthen your grammar skills while learning how to make your description richer and more accurate. Exercise 1. Choose the correct option. Number 1. Whales are creatures in the ocean. Whales are the biggest creatures in the ocean. Number 2. Butterflies are beautiful. Number 3. This tennis player is me. This tennis player is better than me. Number 4. The weather today is of the month. The weather today is the worst of the month. Number 5. These mountains are very high. These mountains are very high. Number 6. This paper is of all the papers I have. This paper is the thinnest of all the papers I have. Number 7. Lucy is happier than her friend. Number 8. Diamonds are expensive. Number 9. This game is of all. This game is the most difficult of all. Exercise 2. Look at the picture and complete the sentences using the words in brackets. Remember, you have only 10 seconds to give the answer. Number 1. Sally is older than Helen. Number 2. Tom is the oldest. Number 3. Sally is fatter than Helen. Number 4. Tom is the fattest. Number 5. Sally is happier than Tom. Number 6. Ellen is the happiest. Number 7. Tom is better than Sally. Number 8. Ellen is the best. Number 9. Ellen is more intelligent than Tom. Number 10. Sally is the most intelligent. Exercise number 3. Correct the mistakes. In this exercise, you have to identify first what is the possible mistake and then give the correct one. I have the heavier bag. The mistake is heavier. I have the heaviest bag. Number 2. The mistake is missing the word the. Tom is the best in our group. Number 3. The mistake is thin. Helen is thinner than Pam. Number 4. The mistake is happiest. Mona is happier than Liz. Number 5. The mistake is the oldest. Tony is older than Pete. Number 6. The mistake is sweeter. This apple is the sweetest. Number 7. The mistake is cheapest. Your watch is cheaper than mine. Number 8. The mistake is older. The tree is the oldest in the street. Number 9. The mistake is the most. My house is more expensive than yours. Number 10. The mistake is the word the. This animal is the most dangerous in the zoo. Number 11. The mistake is the earliest. Sam gets up earlier than Bill. Number 12. The mistake is the missing word must. This building is the most modern in this town. Number 13. The mistake is colder. February is the coldest month of the year. Number 14. The mistake is more. This test is the most difficult. Great work! By completing these exercises, you practice how to use comparative and superlative adjectives in affirmative sentences to describe and compare effectively. Remember, comparatives help us show differences, while superlatives emphasize the extreme or highest quality. Keep applying this structure in your everyday speaking and writing. You'll notice how much clearer and more expressive your communication becomes. See you next class. Bye. Thank you so much for your attention. Bye.